On first down, Hill. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Saints.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Hill. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the lead now up to 14. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Tyler Lockett, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 41 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Hill on first down. Oh, he'll look downfield for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
Alvin Kamara. 75 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Let's go, B.
They run it with Carson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Looking for the end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On the option, it'll be Wilson. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Carson.
At the 4-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Harris to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Gain of 30. And the Saints first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Flushed out right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Emmanuel Sanders. As the first half is winding down, and the Saints add on to their lead. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
49-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
A 24-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. fielded near the back of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light thing.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Take over 1st and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Saints will have the football back. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Hill. That'll be complete to Cook. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
23 yards. 1st down, Saints.
Out of the gun, Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Touchdown.
Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. And again, it's Hill. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion. But still, as a forward DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do. And don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
No, that's true. You've said that before. They'll run on 1st down. Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Johnson on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. He can, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7.
Makes the score Saints 39, Seahawks 32. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Hills pass.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson, flush to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
And Cook has it, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Down, New Orleans.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Hill. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down. Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
But it brings up 4th down.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Complete.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
New Orleans.
Throwing again is Hill. They'll roll him out right. Broken tackle. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. He's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
That's fair. Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And all the way up to the 49.
Complete to
a big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards.
And the Saints first down.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And goal.
From the gun, Hill, and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by DJ Reed. Partners, that a little sweet justice for Super Bowl 49 right there?
You know nothing can ever erase the total sting, but that has to feel good, right? To flip it around, be on their own 1-yard line defending, and come up with the interception.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
12 yards there and a 1st down. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Rolling to his right. He lets it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 66 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. And on 4th down, Hill. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And no, it's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson steps away to his left. He'll try and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow, the Saints take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Is on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Hill. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Able to fight through 1 tackle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
Check 15. Check 10.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cook. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
45.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.